Oh, hello, yes. Thursday, great, yes. Can't sleep, lots going through my head at the moment. Kathleen Stock is bubbling around in the news at the moment. Yesterday I was watching Julie Hartley Brewer. Like to see what they're up to. Anyway, she interviewed Toby Young, and Toby Young was like the cat what had got the cream. It was like Christmases had all come at once for Toby and his free speech union. I've said many times here before, it appears that Toby Young's free speech union is basically just about the right for people to say that they don't like trans individuals, and then suddenly this beautiful story crops up, which has all the elements, which has him gushing at all the pores, doesn't it? Yes. How dreadful it is that there's no academic freedom anymore because this poor woman's being hounded, and this poor woman is archetypally left wing. Yes, she's a feminist, and then she's being bullied by the student body, and her unions are bad. Unions won't stand up for her, and it's a simple black and white issue, isn't it? No, it isn't, is it? Now, there's the usual howling voices on the media out there, and there's a lot of noise around this, but there's very little thought that's gone into this. If you actually look at, let's look at, first of all, for example, the bullying claim. Well, it appears that the bullying that's been going on at campus has been people mentioning things on the Twitter tag and putting up posters. Okay? Toby Young, Free Speech Union, media, social media, and posters. Doesn't really amount to a great deal of bullying. I'm sorry, but it really doesn't. I've actually been looking into this the last couple of hours because I can't sleep, and I can't see anything that actually would realistically count per se really as bullying. Okay? You know? It's a matter of free speech on either side. One side has good free speech, Kathleen, good woman, and the other side has bad free speech, all bad, unidentified trans people. And that's the major thing here. That's the thing that's missing in all of this, is where are any voices from the trans mob community? Where are they? Nowhere. No, you won't hear them. And the thing as well is about Kathleen Stock I don't know if somebody's trying to set this up as a kind of Rosa Parks moment. That's me being very cynical, by the way. But she does have ties with the LGB Alliance, which is one of those kind of spurious, and I'm prepared to say that, right-wing organisations. Now, I know a lot of people who regard themselves as gay, lesbian, bisexual, and otherwise queer, or I'm going to use that as a generic term, have problems with Stonewall. A lot of people have problems with Stonewall. I have problems with Stonewall, and I'm bleeding straight. However, to align yourself as a trustee to what amounts to a very, very dodgy organisation with very close ties to the Conservative Party, and then to have this magical storm about your job. I don't know. I'm me being very, very cynical. I wouldn't be at all surprised if once all the hullabaloo about this has died down, if in 6 months' time we don't see a government appointment for Kathleen Stock overseeing something. Sorry to be that cynical, but I get bored with this stuff, right? Okay, I'm a special needs teacher. I work with a lot of autistic individuals, a lot of who have, let's say, blanket term, gender dysphoria issues, right? I don't doubt where they're coming from. I can come up sociologically with a number of different explanations as to why they are where they are. I tend to be a materialist at heart. I tend to look at society in terms of, materialistic concerns and seeing society as a place where people these days can make a great deal of choices about how they look, feel, and want to be. Okay, it's very much part of capitalism, I would argue. That's my personal viewpoint. I'll defend it. Shoot me down if I'm wrong. Yeah, but there is a lot of smell attached to this, and the major smell attached to this is the delight of Toby Young. Toby Young is not a supporter of women's issues. Full stop. Okay, he has a long history of some fairly gross sexist comments on Twitter and elsewhere. Don't buy it. I don't buy it. Okay, we'll look at this again in a few months' time. We'll see. I'm willing to bet that I'm going to be right. Because, hey, I'm really conceited like that. Anyway, let me know any thoughts about this. It's a complex issue, and I'm not trying to simplify it, unlike most of the British press.